Monday.
Is a day of God.
Tuesday.
Tuesday is not the answer. It's
Wednesday.
Fianna Fáil have turned away from God.
Thursday.
Come on, boss. Tell him to feck off.
Friday.
Well, I support the party, of course, and so does Brian. But when they go against the church, well, my heart is torn in two.
Saturday.
Scrap the bishops, boss.
Ladies and gentlemen, direct from the Middle Ages, the latest in a long line of good old-fashioned fun. It's none other than the whistling archbishop himself, Cathal Daly. Come on over, Cathal. Join me here on the panel. Tell us now, Cathal, this is a great new number you premiered on radio last Sunday.
Yes. Oh, in fact, it's a very old number with very old lyrics. Sacred lyrics, I might add.
Right. Like the bit about homosexuals. Now, you don't want them legal, do you, Cathal?
No. Some people can be very susceptible to sodomy. The sin of sodomy is seriously sick, whether you are 17 or 77. This is sinful, and I hate to think of such a scenario.
Well, divorce, Cathal. It does seem a shame that it's not available. Surely it's one of the basic civil rights.
Oh, sorry. On the contrary, surely you have sufficient civil rights in the South. And civil rights really is something to do with Northern Ireland.
Oh, lovely, Cathal, lovely. So tell us about your famous whistling act, Cathal. Is it difficult?
Well, no, it's actually all I do is talk. I'm not all that musical myself, so I scarcely know my crotchets from my croziers, so to speak. So all I do is talk on and pucker up as I do so.
Oh, but I can't see your lips move.
No, that's a common misconception. That's not the bit I talk through.
Oh, right. Well, there you are. Whistling Cathal Daly, ladies and gentlemen. The man who gets the laughs and in his spare time leads the whispering campaign against condoms.
And I say now to this Ardesh and to you, that we should address. I'm addressing item.
There they are, Mara. They love me.
Do they what, boss?
Love me. Do they love me?
Oh, God, they do, boss. No question of it.
Then why are the newspapers always full of this old shite about my people turning against me?
Oh, nonsense and pure bloody begrudgery.
Yes.
Oh, you'll get that, boss. You'll get that, yeah.
They've always tried to finish me off the press. Dev's press. Even Dev's press. And their obituary. Do you remember that, Mara?
Do I what?
Remember. Do you remember? What's wrong with you today, Mara? Are you hard of hearing? A little bit delicate, perhaps, after one lunch too many with your rat pack? The journo friends? The hounds of Abbeyville?
Oh, very good, boss. Hounds of Abbey Street would be more like it.
Do you always have to try and improve on my wit, Mara? A bit out of your depth, surely.
No offence, boss.
Still, you may be right. Abbey Street. They still have that old Conor Cruise O'Brien yapping at my heels. Long-winded name, Conor Cruise O'Brien. Long-winded name for a long-winded person. He should shorten it to something snappier like Gobshite. The cruiser who would be my destroyer. I'm in favour of reconciliation, PJ, you know that. With all the traditions on this island, except his one, the tradition of vilifying me. He tried to put me in the frame, PJ. He should be put in a frame. A walking frame. And pushed off the hill of hope. Pity those balubas out in the Congo didn't finish him off. And speaking of balubas, look at my party. My people. What's that blinding glare, Mara?
Brill cream, boss.
Oh, yes, the old brill cream and the bath thatches. Our people take their standard of coiffure from Arthur Scargill, I sometimes think. And listen, what is all this business about them being grumpy with me about the whole coalition thing, Mara? Why?
They don't understand, you see, boss, the need for stable government, the intricacies of modern parliamentary democracy, the need for consensus, the need for...
Hygiene, Mara, the need for hygiene. Look at them. Why do they book juries and the cattle pens are free next door? No wonder we bring them to the RDS.
Still the Argo flock, boss.
Herd, Mara, they're my herd.
And there's herself, old Mary O'Rourke. And would you look at the face on her?
In conclusion...
How are you, Mary? How's the brother?
O'Brien was very badly treated. He was betrayed by that Judas Iscariot.
Oh, and here's Minister Flynn.
Hello, Mary. How are we today?
Off back across the Shannon.
Oh, that's nice talk indeed.
For
Still, I'll
wildlife.
make allowances. After
And in
all,
particular,
you're only a woman.
And now, lots of fun and frolics with your favourite Stone Age family. That's right. Meet the Flimstones.
Wilma Flintstone, get off that dance floor this instant.
Oh, Porrick, this is such fun!
You stupid woman, everyone is laughing at you. Do you want to make me look like an idiot?
Will you come and dance too?
I certainly will not. You know what dancing leads to.
Perspiration?
No, worse than that. I mean, look at you with your dress flying high. You're practically an object of lust, nearly.
Oh, Porrick, does this mean you want to come outside with me now?
Are you mad, woman? And it's lovely and warm in here.
Oh, never mind.
And who's that young fella you're dancing with?
I don't know, he just asked me up.
You stupid woman, you dance with a complete stranger. He could be a journalist trying to pick your brains. Not that that'll take him long. If you don't stop dancing immediately and come back here and sit with your husband, I'll finish my bitter lemon now and go straight to bed and leave you here.
Okay, Porrick.
What?
Sleep well, dear. See you later. Yippee! This is great!
Who's Wilma? Come back here, Wilma! 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 G. George. Graham. Gary. Jazzy, we could call him Gary. Jazzy, we could call him Gary. Gary Lineker. Gary Waddock. Gary Stevens. Jazzy, honey, what are you doing in there? Jazzy, pet. I asked you to make me a simple boiled egg with chocolate sauce and rice pudding vinaigrette and you pull the whole bloody kitchen down. Ah! It's another contraction. John, it's time, it's time. You bastard, don't you ever think of anything else. Leave my neck alone. Here's the nurse, thank God for that. What's your name, love?
Bernie, the name's Bernie. Now leave everything to me. You, get back into that kitchen. Well, what's your name?
Great player, great player.
His name is Gilesy. He's my inamorata.
Inamorata. Bloody Italians. Well, Gilesy, get back into that kitchen and stop standing around like a Lutherman. Heat some kettles of water pronto. Now, amen, isn't it? Breathe out and push. There's a good boy.
You see, I
now
like
lie
you.
over on your side. That's it.
I like you. You see, you're a
Good.
nice girl. You're a
I am indeed. Now, I'm going to have to shave you, but don't worry about that.
Oh, don't
That's
cut me,
it.
don't cut me.
No, I'll be careful.
You're a great nurse. You are one of the things we can be.
That's
That's a bit blunt. We
Yeah,
can be.
don't
We can be proud of in this country is our nurses.
That's
You,
right.
the simple, warm-hearted people of this country that are part of our glorious soccer
don't
success
worry, I
story.
just know
You
that.
and the players, not Andy Capp, not Jack, the obstinate bully,
Grand.
the harasser of nice guys like Ronnie Whelan, and the enemy
worry,
of decent
this will
journalists.
all grow back.
You, the nursing staff, are the future of football. Where's the epidural?
No epidural for you, sunshine. I'm a Catholic nurse, and you better pray that there's no choice between you and the child, or you can start saying your act of contrition.
Thus we see.
Please,
See,
please.
I mistook you for a great nurse. The truth is rather different. This is
No
what the
need
public
to be
don't
like
understand.
that now. Come on.
I know about nursing. Gilesy, he knows about nursing.
Oh,
He's
sure.
done midwifery, geriatrics, pediatrics. He knows. Gilesy can do surgery.
Yeah, with his boot, from what I hear. Amputation, a speciality. Now, come on, please.
Thus-
This'll hurt more than it should.
Thus
Come
we
on.
see the crass face of the clerical medical establishment in all its
Great,
ugliness.
great. Now, in
I should get
and
Gilesy to break your leg.
Hold on a moment. I'm about to break your water. Come on, in
I want an
and out.
abortion!
Oh, much too late for that, dear.
No,
In
no,
and out. Come
no.
on. In.
Well, Mr. President, you've done it.
I guess so, boys.
Freedom for Kuwait.
That's right.
A return to democracy there.
Well, sort of.
The Iraqi army destroyed.
Absolutely and
Lots
totally.
of new sale possibilities there, I guess.
You said it.
And most importantly, Mr. President, we got rid of Saddam.
I sure hope so. But that's not the most important thing, boys.
Oh, no, sir, I'm sure not.
You know what the most important thing is, don't you?
Middle East stability. A triumph of democracy. Oil stock saved. UN cooperation.
No, sorry, boys. All wrong. The most vital thing about this war is it proves I ain't a wimp.
Well, sir, I do think...
Right?
Important, of course, but surely, sir, there are lots
Right.
of issues. If you'll allow me to expound on this point, just for a moment, sir.
Take him out, Norman. Now, anyone else want to say I'm a wimp? Yeah, right, great, fine, all right. Yeah, absolutely. Gallbladder indeed. And anyway, on to less serious matters, the Abbey Theatre. Now, in charge, of course, is Gerry Hines, installed as artistic director. And she is hired as literary advisor, mentor, guru, Svengali, if you will, Mr. Fintan O'Toole, journalist, and... journalist. Anyway, Gerry, to start with you, how do you define your new role?
Well, actually, like the way I think about it, you see, I suppose what I'm trying to say is...
What Gerry is trying to say, really, is that essentially the key to our policy at the Abbey is the production of new plays with a strong social foundation.
And have you specific plays in mind, Gerry?
Well, the way I see it, like now, for years, well, how shall I put this?
Yes, she does, to a certain degree. We are going to unearth new playwriting talent from the suburbs, from the working-class kids who have been disenfranchised from the theatre. Plays that matter.
Yeah, matter. All right, so you plan to do some good work at the Abbey. Well. That's gas, isn't it? Yeah. Would I be right in saying that this is a definite change in policy then, Gerry, from the recent past?
Well, what you have to remember is that in the west of Ireland, for many years...
Gerry would definitely agree with you there. She is going to choose plays, and I, of course, hope to be of some help to her, which are, how can I describe them, like my newspaper articles, only with dialogue.
Is that a fair assessment, do you think, Gerry?
Oh, very fair. Gerry is going to make sure that plays at the Abbey speak out for those without a voice.
It all sounds very exciting, and as though you're going to make what, I would say, put a special stamp on things. Your unique mark, your smell, as it were, on the Abbey. Would you agree, Gerry?
Oh, she would, and what little help I can give, I'll try my best. I'm really only there to take their budding writer and help him or her by making little suggestions about their work, such as what it should be about, where it should be set, who to have in it, and what the ending should be, without interfering with their creativity, of course. Although I do feel that a good play about the blossoming of the brilliant theatre critic into the founder of a new and exciting movement in Irish literature is badly needed and does deserve some sort of treatment.
Well, there you are. We seem to have run out of time. Thank you, Gerry, and, Fintan, sorry we didn't get to talk to you at all.
That's all right, Mike. I can come back next week if you like. There's a few things that I'd like to expand on.
Well, I'm sure we'll do that later. You're not related to Joe Duffy, are you, by any chance? Because, he was once in the working class too, and he's done very well as well, hasn't he?
And now, part 2 of our special extended visit to your favourite Stone Age folk. The Flimstones.
I hope Wilma's safe down there. I mean, she's only a woman, and women fall by the wayside so easily. Mind you, at least she would know what these go-boys are asking her to do. How could she after being married to me this long? Someone who respects her, even if she has no brain, who treats her right, who never interferes with her work. She could be in that kitchen all day and I still wouldn't complain. No matter if I needed her for other important things, sometimes I'd even go ahead and light the fire myself rather than disturb her. I never complain if she wakes me up when she's getting out of bed to make my breakfast. And no matter how stupid she gets, I'm still patient with her. Still none now, she'll make it up here in 2 minutes. I'll get very angry. I might even withdraw all favours in the bed. And I know that she loves that hot water bottle. But I don't care, she won't get a sniff of it. Treating her husband like this. Just you wait, Wilma Flintstone, you'll pay for this. Meta Harney's behind all this, I'm sure of it. Wilma's gone too friendly with her altogether. She'll have Wilma sitting around stuffing her face and doing nothing except being a burden to her husband. Well, over my dead body. Oh, yes, that's...
Ladies, wouldn't you just love to see what your boys fought for in the Gulf? Then come and see Free Kuwait on one of our special all-in offers. First off is the deluxe White Slave Weekend. Stay with the Kuwaiti royal family for 3 nights and be treated just like their own slaves. Join in all of their activities and get a taste of life as a woman in the entourage of a great emir. It'll be exhausting, but so exciting. You'll come home a changed woman if you come home. Or tell you what, girls, why not try our free Kuwait election special? Stay the whole period of a Kuwaiti election and luxuriate in the free time available to you through having no part to play in the whole boring process. And you'll have lots of time to lounge around and natter with all of the Kuwaiti women who don't have to worry their pretty little heads about voting or any of that nonsense. So girls, get your yashmaks out and come on over. We think you'll find it a different kind of holiday. But then, it was a different kind of war.
And I say now to this Ardesh.
What about the Subpost Offices, Minister? What about them?
No, Maura, listen, hold on a second. We
No,
have that situation-
go on, answer me, don't be avoiding it, go on.
I'm trying to, Maura. Look, obviously, we'll take into account...
You're destroying rural Ireland, Minister. You are. I'm telling you now.
Listen, Mary, if you just let me explain.
There's no answer to that. You know you are.
Just let me explain.
You know you are.
And here at one of the informal sessions, the ordinary common member gets a chance to question a minister. Mr. Brennan, under quite a lively set of questions here, and on the issue of the closure of the Subpost Offices. So the minister's feeling the queries a little slowly just now. The questions coming faster than he can answer them, and it's building up nicely here. Some delightful, colourful language being employed by some of the delegates, the old left, right. I think they all relish this chance to have a moment of glory, looking antlers with a minister, and of course and there it goes, the first Wellington boot of the evening thrown. Just skim Minister Brennan's ear, but he continues on bravely, explaining what the procedures are. And yes, a little later than we might have anticipated, there goes the first punch, and the minister grits his teeth but manages to stay upright, or does he? With Mr. Brennan, it's often so hard to tell. But another punch has in fact been thrown, and he's now on the flat of his back, and the delegates pour over him, dancing what looks like an 8-hand reel or a very complicated group tango, demanding redress, and Minister Brennan still pleading with them, reasoning with them, argues in muffled tones now, and I'd say we're coming to the end of this informal session shortly, and we should have the medical report on Minister Brennan very soon after that.
Here you go now, Eamon. This is a little shot of pepidine. Don't be such an old notice box, shouting and roaring out. You think you were the only man ever to have a baby.
Please don't let me have stretch marks.
Stop it. Stop that whinging, would you? Here, you, Jazzy, stop standing there like you've arrived at an accident. This is real life. This is what men can't face up to. Will you look at him? White as a sheet. Now, speaking of sheets, tear up a few there, will you, Jazzy? Now, come on, Eamon, push. Concentrate. Push down to your bottom, you agent. Come on.
Down.
Come on.
It hurts. It hurts. This is not a great labour. I don't like it.
I'll give you a blast of the nitrous oxide. Okay, there. Breathe it in. You're laughing gas now. This will lift your spirits. Go on. Now.
I don't want nitrous oxide.
Come on.
I want an epidural.
Look at the epidural only makes you go numb from the waist down. You have to concentrate.
You should have given it then to the guys Jazzy played against. They wouldn't feel a thing when he was kicking lumps off them.
In and out.
I'm forever blowing bubbles.
No singing now. I want you to concentrate.
Pretty bubbles in the air. They fly as high as an elephant's arm.
Come on, concentrate. How are we going to get this baby out? Come along.
Sing up, Jazzy. Dolly Jazzy.
Come on.
Look at the condition you have got me into now, you bastard. I love you.
Come on. Please concentrate. Really now. Push. Come on.
Wish you had given Jazzy an epidural. Deaden him from below the waist. I wouldn't be in this condition now.
Push. Here we go.
Look at me now.
Here we go.
Take that look off your face.
Look. It's the baby. Yes. A boxing baby girl. Or is it a boy? Come on.
Don't let Jazzy kick it. Don't keep it away from Jazzy.
Do you want to hold it, Jazzy? Arla, would you look at that? He's after going and fainting. Sissy.
He never saw a newborn child. That's all.
I don't think that's why he's fainted. It's the baby, Eamon.
My baby! There's something wrong with my baby! With Jazzy's baby!
Well, that's just the point, Eamon. I don't think he's the father. Is he now, Eamon? Look at that nose and listen to that raucous scream. Come on, Eamon. It's Bono's, isn't it?
No, it's not Bono's. No, yes. I was just a young, middle-aged rock biographer doing my first band book. I didn't know what was happening. He turned my head.
I'd say he turned more than your head, sunshine, now. He turned you right around.
No, you don't understand. It was fun. He treated me like I was somebody. He never made me feel like a knacker from Drumcondra. He made me feel educated. He made me feel literate. He made me feel wanted. He made me feel middle class. Shush. He never made me feel like
gobshite.
last, the final episode of your old Stone Age favourites. Get ready to say slán to... Yes, the Flimstones. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a lovely hotel.
Well, I hope you're pleased with yourself, Wilma.
Oh, certainly, Porrick. It's so nice not to have to make breakfast for once.
I didn't mean that. I meant you and your dancing last night.
Oh, yes, it was great. I learned 2 new dances.
You never came to bed last night, Wilma.
I know. I was having such a good time. The boss and that very old but beautiful lady, they were so funny together, hanging upside down.
I'm not interested in the boss. I'm interested in you.
Oh, Porrick, for the first time in years.
That's not what I meant, you stupid woman. I want to know, did you betray me?
Oh, but surely, Porrick, I'm too dumb and stupid to do something like that.
Where did you sleep last night, Wilma Flintstone? I want to know.
Porrick, everyone is looking.
I don't care. I want to know. Were you with Bertie Rubble? Were you?
Porrick, I was dancing the tango.
Ah, yes, but it takes 2 to tango, doesn't it?
Not when you were as drunk as I was, dear. I was quite happy on my own. In fact, very happy on my own, Porrick. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going for a walk.
Will you be back in time to listen to me making my speech?
I don't think so, Porrick. I've got years of that ahead of me. I can wait a little longer, I guess. See you.
God, Mara, look at them. It's like a scene from 2000 BC. Look at those simple faces, the plain people of Ireland. Or is it a scene from Deliverance, Mara? The church should come and take a look at these faces before they ban condoms for couples, especially when some of the couples would appear to have been closely related.
Oh, God, boss, that's a terrible thing to say.
Grow up, Marla. Look at them. I can't wait to get the hell out of here to the States in May.
Oh, boss, what? Start spreading the news. I'm leaving next May. I want to be a part of it. New York.
Marla, you'll be heard. O'Rourke go gaga. Still, it is true that I do want to wake up where the city never sleeps and find I'm number one, top of the heap. The States, away from here, away from Flintstone and O'Kennedy, that insipid drink of water.
Oh, boss, they're your ministers.
Don't remind me.
Away from Seamus Ian Brennan,
And Gerard Collins, the human Zeppelin, one big bag of hot air.
And Reynolds.
Indeed.
And the Hearn.
Nothing wrong with Bertie.
Oh, sorry, boss.
I feel so much more at home in America, Mara.
That's so, boss.
Yes, that is so, PJ. I'm an American at heart.
In spirit.
No, not just in spirit. In actual genealogical background, it's not actually widely known or appreciated.
I'll get another copy of the Clark.
Sit, Mara. It's not widely known that many of my people were American. Some of my people first landed on Ellis Island.
That wouldn't be Desi Ellis, boss.
No, it wouldn't, Mara. They emigrated. They weren't extradited. George Haughey chopped down a cherry tree and, in fact, chopped 50,000 of them down, which caused a bit of a scandal about planning and development, while Abraham Haughey met his demise at the theatre. Fell out of a box, some suggestion of good claret being responsible. Wild Bill Haughey got into trouble in Dodge City when he fell off his horse, causing considerable speculation as to how he broke his arm. Bugs Haughey was a personal friend of Al Capone's, but died in a barber's chair one Valentine's Day in a particularly nasty shaving accident.
I see, yeah.
Jimmy Haughey was a noted trade unionist who went on to become a cornerstone of the Teamsters movement and later the cornerstone of a nearby shopping centre. Dwight D. Haughey was one of the first men ashore at Normandy, while J.F. Haughey was a great man for the ladies, as was his brother, Senator Edward Haughey, who was an extremely good swimmer, and of course, the way he used to drive across bridges late at night, he had to be. Elvis Haughey was a... Mara, where do you think you're going?
Scrap Saturday was brought to you by Dermot Morgan, Pauline McLynn and Mick Nolan. It was written by Dermot Morgan and Gerard Stembridge. Sound was by Aidan O'Doul and Brian O'Neill, and direction was by John Penrose. Scrap Saturday from Q Productions for RTE.